It was March 21st, nearly a year ago, that the crime wars erupted on the streets of Philadelphia. The recognized crime kingpin, Angelo Bruno, was shot to death as he sat in his car outside his South Philadelphia home. The Bruno hit may have been engineered by other mob families in America because Bruno reportedly did not want to be involved in drug trafficking. Days after Bruno's death, several second-level lieutenants gathered to try to divide up the turf left behind. But it wasn't too long after that when more mob-style hits began taking their toll on the feuding factions. Antonio Caponegro and Albert Salerno were both found dead. Their bodies had been stabbed, shot, and mutilated. Another reputed mobster, John Simone, was shot dead. His car was found in Yardley, Bucks County. A month after that, the body of Frank Sindone, allegedly Bruno's loan sharking chief, was found in South Philadelphia. It was less than a month ago that law enforcement officials got in on the act with a sweeping indictment against Testa and 9 of the remaining alleged mobsters. They were charged with racketeering, loan sharking, gambling, and mail fraud, and supposedly other mob families had decided they were expendable. Whatever the case, Philip Testa, described by many as a tough, mean operator, is now dead. Another chapter in the Philadelphia crime saga.
The body of Harry Petros was found with multiple gunshot wounds stuffed in the trunk of his 1979 Cadillac car on Lewis Street near Baltimore Pike in East Lansdowne around 4 a.m. this morning. Police say Petros had been dead for at least 24 hours. He was last seen by his wife Saturday afternoon. This is a 1967 picture of Harry Petros. Petros, who was 53 years old when he was killed, is said to have been engaged in loan sharking and gambling operations both in Delaware County and Philadelphia. Thomas Gallagher, Delaware County Chief of Detectives of the Criminal Investigation Division, was asked about Petros's possible connection of the so-called Greek mob in Philadelphia with the Bruno family.
I have no information as to his connection with the Bruno family. The Pennsylvania State Crime Commission in 1980 released a report that he was involved with mobs in the Philadelphia area in loan sharking and also in gambling. I would put him on the lower echelon to medium. He was not a boss. He was one of the people that operated much on his own.
You say there's no connection between him and the Bruno family or alleged gambling?
No, I didn't say that. I said I cannot connect him with that. I have no information to release at this time that would connect him.
So far, there is no known motive for the gangland assassination, although there's a lot of speculation. However, it would seem that whoever did it or commissioned the killing wanted the victim to be found as a possible example to others. Hank Sperger, Channel 6 Action News, Media. The scene today outside Miletta's restaurant in South Philadelphia where the shooting deaths occurred in no way betrayed the brief violence that occurred inside last night. The table for 9 guests, where 50-year-old Steve Boris and 54-year-old Jeanette Currow were shot, was still cluttered with dishes and unconsumed food. Reportedly present at the table when the shooting broke out were former disc jockey Jerry Blavitt and Raymond Long John Martirano, a business associate of the late crime boss Angelo Bruno. Restaurant owner Miletta's Papa Giorgio said he saw Boris in his restaurant once before, but did not know of his connection with the so-called Greek mob or anything else about him. He said he ran from the kitchen into the dining room when he heard the shots.
I saw 2 people, one man full on blood on a rug, and the other lady next to me, full blood too. And somebody said to me, lay down, Mel, lay down. And by the time I tried to find out what, the police coming in because we call them up.
According to Papa Giorgio, police recovered 9 spent shells from the floor of the restaurant. Gino Lazzari, Director of Intelligence of the Pennsylvania Crime Commission, says Mrs. Currow just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But Lazzari believes Boris was killed in retaliation for the slaying of Harry Petros, another member of the Greek mob, over the Memorial Day weekend. He adds further speculation.
And the other theory could be that Boris, with his affiliation and connection with the Rickabines and the LCN family, the old family of Angelo Bruno, may have crossed them in some dealings and was taken away.
Is it all part of a power struggle for the control of the Philadelphia crime family?
No, I don't think so. I think the control of the Philadelphia crime family as we know it will rest with the Italian element.
When reputed Philadelphia crime boss Angelo Bruno was assassinated by a shotgun blast in March 1980, the speculation was that a bloodbath would follow. Well, the speculation has turned into reality because since that time at least 10 more have died gangland style. And the speculation continues that it's not over yet. Hank Berger, Channel 6 Action News, South Philadelphia.
We can get in this picture.
Which girl?
We can get in this picture.
Police say it happened around 5:45 this evening, about 1.5 hours after he left his federal racketeering trial in Independence Mall. Frank "Chicky" Narducci parked his late model Cadillac Seville near the alleyway on Curtin Street, about 50 yards from his home around the corner in the 3200 block of South Broad. As he got out of the car, police say, shots rang out. Narducci was hit 9 times. He was carrying $800 in cash and checks.
We have no witnesses this time, Vernon. We don't know. We know that he's been hit with multiple gunshot wounds. We know that he was in court until late this afternoon. We know this is where he usually parks every night.
And so yet another classic mob hit here in South Philadelphia. The top 4 members of the old Bruno gang are all dead now. Police sources tell me that they believe that the New York mob is responsible. They speculate also that Atlantic City is still the disputed turf. Vernon Odom, Channel 6 Action News in South Philadelphia.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more of our content. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions on what we should do next in the comments. This is Infinite Lee Productions. We love ya.